But we'll see what Canna is going to bring to the matchup. The Vayne is hovered, but that is obviously Busio. The problem is, it's also a counter pick to the
There
knob.
you go, and that's what I was going to say.
And
He's
locked
brought
in.
it out in the past, and he has looked spectacular on it. And he's loved in the LEC being able to bring this out as a counter pick, and has. So I think he'll probably even out on that one, yeah.
I have a feeling you might win this.
Yeah, I heard it's got the blue fence, isn't it? You know, not the blue. Okay, Canna is in a lot of trouble here towards the top side. First blood for the Lord Morgan, as the Gnar will take down the Vayne in the counter matchup.
So they're doing the lane swap. Meanwhile, Ziggs left in the bottom lane there, does not have teleport.
All right, they're going to replace the Yordles, moving Morgan down towards that bottom side, as we can see, as now you've got the Cyclone coming on through. CoreJJ will be able to crash over the wall, but Busio gets in there and takes down the Rel. Wrong place, wrong time for the TL support.
Yeah, also always hovering around. It looks like they've decided top lane where Yeon is going to be the target. Now, Yike does have his ult back.
Yeah, only level 5 for Busio, as there's a rocket jump in, flashes away immediately. And the Hextech sweep does come on down. Yeon does have Buster Shot, gets rid of the Vayne, and there's the barrier, but it's not going to be enough. Yike able to lock down that kill, and CoreJJ a little bit late. The paranoia comes in though as Morgan gets in. The Mega Gnar is a little late as he's looking for more. Busio was the guaranteed kill, but he does not actually go for it. Went for the big one, and that's going to let them all live apart from Busio, who will be caught by the very edge of the shockwave.
That could have gone so much worse for KC, though, as the Avengers assembled. They just about managed to scurry away from that.
It does shake out as Quid trying to get some vision back here, putting some wards into this brush, but full information is there as Yeon's just dead. Caliste going to pick up a solo kill in the bottom lane.
This is the first time Caliste. Oh, hang on.
Quid going to have to run away here.
Goes from that topside play, but Caliste didn't flash or anything, so let's take a look at it. Just hitting some bombs, I assume.
Yeah, because it's not like you don't have a leap away as Tristana, so that was the initial poke that we saw. A lot of damage, honestly, off of that first combo.
Another bomb spike. Yeah. No joke.
He just doesn't miss.
You just hit every bomb. That's the answer.
Wow.
Huh. Well, that'll do it. A little bit of disrespect there. Daejeon.
That they have, since they want to play the map so spread here with all these different pressure points, and they can just overload, delete this tower with another satchel charge.
Yep,
and
there it
continue
is.
The snowball.
Beautifully done. So immediately moving to sink their fangs in. It could be a tough one to play out.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking at Morgan. See if he can get over there. Wants to charge up his Gnar bar a little bit on the way as well. He does have his flash. Pretty much everybody except for Quid has the safety of their flash for this fight.
Well, Jose is just going to be using that spell shield, but the Cyclone comes down immediately. There's the Hextech ultimatum, but maybe Busio has gone too far, as CoreJJ will help lock him down. That is Morgan going to get thrown away as Jose goes in. It's a big Gnar from Morgan as well. Caliste getting taken down solo, but the Dustbringer is not enough. Morgan's dead. Yahoo's at full health, and now it's KC's turn to start moving forward. That's a great dissonance to try and slow down this rise, and they do hold them at bay for now.
Oh, those flashes were critical. You know, being able to draw Busio that
far. Of all time on one of the teams in this game. Okay, we do have the Rift Herald now getting taken down very, very low as Jose trying to make Busio scared, but Busio not a very scared man, as they will be able to take down the Rift Herald. Immediately thrown down. Not sure about that one.
I think they thought that he was in danger, so he was going to give the exit car if like Busio got caught or something.
Instead, it's giving some gold. Not a lot of vision available for TL.
Morgan also doesn't have TP. He used it to get to the Rift Herald play, so KC, realizing that it was Morgan who went topside, are going to be the ones to take it, but now might be Canna in trouble.
Yeah.
Paranoia going to come in immediately, and now Jose should be able to make this a very scared Vayne, and Morgan just going to pick that one up with a cheeky auto attack after Jose did all the work.
Yeah, nice move here from TL. They make that like the call pretty
early as well, so Canna stays alive. That's the immediate go button on the Baron, and Team Liquid trying to see if they can re-enter here.
Yeah. And it's only on CoreJJ and Morgan for now, as Morgan is going to get turned on. Great Gnar bar position, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough, as he's already taken down very, very low. He tries to crush away, flashes out as that Cyclone tries to hold him into position. And Yeon now moving forward. KC have backed away from the Baron, though. And they're just going to now realm warp themselves into the mid lane for no... What? Why did we do this? As now Quid is going to be able to help lock them down. That's a kill over to Yeon, and that felt like a mistake.
That was certainly a mistake, Atlas. Right into the waiting arms of CoreJJ. They wanted to get over to the wave to defend mid lane, but Core just lets him have it. Little flank around possibility from Yike. He's gonna, since they had pushed on bottom side really heavily, maybe he was thinking we approach this dragon from bottom side instead of mid. TL are gonna get the mid prow themselves. They're gonna push it that way and enter from top.
Yeah, I feel like KC's control of the Drakes so far this game, though, have been pretty
Busio.
fantastic as Busio goes in. I don't know about that one, he's just dead. Wasn't able to click any buttons onto anyone and just goes down, and now KC just have to scatter. They'll have to give up this dragon, and can TL take even more?
They have to give up so much control as well. It means that there's already kind of that wave that's been pushed in mid that Team Liquid can reconnect with.
It's not. You have to hit these combos. If they don't get a stun to play off of, then nobody else is going to go in. And so the Baron now is the next threat. Busio, though, back on the table. Support death timers are pretty short.
Well, Core is going to get in there with the Magnus Storm. They look to turn this fight around. Busio going to be the first target. Mega Inferno Bomb comes in, though. The Cyclone's fantastic as they do manage to get a kill back, but Yeon is just untouched. Yeahoo taking so much damage, and now the resets start to come in. Yeon really feeling like he's hit his stride in this game, and TL, they didn't want the Baron. They just wanted to kill them all.
Kill them all and then take
For that one at all ever.
Speaking of T1, we're going to do a little Baron here off Vision.
A little bit of a cheeky one, but they do have a lot of control of this game for now. And this Baron should just go over to them. Yike is going to poke his head in, but Yeon, we mentioned the Buster Shot. He does have it, uses it, and Yike going to have to just try and get himself out of there. Now the Nocturne ult does come on through. There's the Shockwave, but it's avoided by Busio just beautifully as they've taken down the Trist already. Quid now in a lot of trouble, but he does manage to at least take out Busio, but CoreJJ going to be required to stop Quid from going down, and the Baron was not secured. And KC just going to say thanks for the leash.
KC find the moment to bring it back with the Realm Warp. That actually works out perfectly.
Yeah, Yeon took so much damage from the Baron. Yeon got so low for the Baron.
Oh, wait a sec.
All right, looking for an angle here is once again CoreJJ finding an angle. That is a lot of damage as Yike's in a lot of trouble, gets the Cyclone down, and Canna is trying to get these autos in. Yeahoo is a monster, but it's a massive ulti from Morgan into the wall. Yeahoo gets Baron involved, and he's going to go down to the Baron shot as Canna just gets out of there. Spawn's losing his mind, and the Baron stays alive.
League of Legends. We're back at the Baron, guys.
We're doing it again. It's KC kind of a cheeky ward over the wall, but they don't have any players. So this Baron is finally going to be secured by TL. I'm pretty sure Baron actually last hit at a triple kill in that last fight. Very impressive play out of the Purple Worm. We're going to need that highlight reel, I think, in the package towards the end of the day. As we now have Morgan going in, looking for an angle, as that was not the option that Caliste was looking for, but that is quite a decent stopwatch. Still, it's just not going to do anything. He's going to go down. That's going to be an inner turret, and this is exactly what you don't want, is to have your main form of wave clear dead when the Baron is knocking at your front door.
I mean, that tower did nothing to Morgan. Actually was doing negative damage to him. So yeah, good tower dive from him. And
oh, we've got another angle here as Jose Diodo just going to give them the thumbs up in multiple different ways. TL now just going to look to end this game. First Nexus turret is now taking damage. Jose with Paranoia available. Yike is in a lot of trouble. There it is. He's going to follow him to the fountain. And the Nexus turrets will be falling. Decent amount of AoE, but Yeahoo goes golden. They need him to actually do damage. But the Nexus is now being focused. TL looking for game one in this EU versus NA battle to bring them one game up in the series. They're going to grab some kills first, and that is going to be that 1-0 for Team Liquid Alienware.
Woo, what a banger opener right there.
That, man, we...